I am here with my dear friend Buzz the Bee from Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. You are going to want to keep a close eye on the weather today, am I right? And let me tell you, it's time now for your local weather report, brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Let's buzz on over to the Main Street Media TV Weather Center.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Happy Tuesday. I'm Kelly Rawson in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check at your forecast. Overnight rain and storms will eventually come to an end by mid-morning to early afternoon. A few lingering showers and rumbles of thunder for today, but then we are starting to clear things out. Temperatures should reach the upper 60s for this afternoon, but then much cooler air is going to be in store for the rest of the week, including for this evening. Temperatures should get down into the upper 40s at their coolest, and then for your Wednesday, we'll have a breeze out of the north as the cold air from the cold front does arrive. So for today, a few morning rain and storms, but we will be dry for the rest of the day. We'll call it after lunchtime. For your Wednesday, a few clouds as we still are seeing the effects of the cold front, but we will be dry as that cooler air arrives. We will be breezy both Wednesday and Thursday, and check out those cooler temperatures. Lower 50s for Thursday, Friday, with low temperatures around freezing Thursday night and Friday night. So yes, cooler air is certainly on the way.
Thank you for that update. Tune in each day on Mornings on Main Street for an up-to-date weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. All of their contact information is below. Have a great day.
Good morning, Stefanie.
Good morning. Hi, kids. A hot tea, please.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. You know, who out there is thinking about Thanksgiving dinner? I know I am. You know, in the past, we've gone somewhere to have dinner, but with families getting together again at one of our family members, and I'm in charge of bringing a couple of desserts. Well, it takes time to prep and plan those desserts. I was so curious in just the number of hours that we spend preparing for Thanksgiving, and I did read the average person spends 7 to 9 hours prepping and preparing for Thanksgiving dinner. And you know what? It only takes us a few minutes to eat all of that goodness. So say you don't want to do desserts. Well, you know what? There are some locations out there that may have the perfect fall treat for that Thanksgiving dinner. And you know who has that answer? Well, our Let's Eat contributor, Catherine Mayhew. She shares with us 5 locations where you can find delicious, tasty, no doubt they will please your crowd wherever you are, but she'll have those locations and the dishes for us here in just a little bit. But first, let's get a check of our headlines.
Hello, here's the latest news and weather from Main Street Media TV. The James E. Ward Ag Center at the Wilson County Fairgrounds is set to receive internet upgrades and a possible new multipurpose building, thanks to nearly $2 million in state funding received by Wilson County Promotions. Re-elected Hendersonville Mayor Jamie Clary outlines his 4-year plan, which includes enhancing infrastructure, generating jobs, increasing police pay, reducing city debt, and making improvements to the city's image. Clarksville Mayor Joe Pitts inaugurated the city's new 8-story, $23 million parking garage, capable of housing 587 vehicles, marking a significant step in the redevelopment of historic downtown Clarksville. The Loretto Board of Aldermen unanimously approved an increase in city court costs from $143 to $175 and other measures, including a $15,000 budget amendment for the police department. Over 200 people gathered at the Mitchell House for Lebanon's annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony on November 14th, featuring holiday lights, music performances, and Santa Claus photo shoots. For more news and weather, visit us online at mainstreetmediatn.com. Thanks for watching.
Well, we went you this year. Didn't we,
You
little
did?
girl? Yep, we got you what you wanted with all the bells and
A
whistles.
brand new car?
Let's go check it out. Come on. We're here.
Oh my gosh, we're going to the garage. I got a car.
Yep, let's get in here. Let me show you what's going on.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Duggar, got your 18 SEER heat pump with your ultraviolet home treatment system.
I cannot believe it. Thank you.
Yes! Give the gift of clean air this year. Merry Christmas from the Busy Bee family.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.
Being a part of a cooperative is being a part of something bigger. Farm Credit Mid-America is a customer-owned lender that specializes in agricultural financing for farm real estate, operating, and farm equipment. A unique benefit of being a part of the Farm Credit Mid-America Cooperative is our patronage program, which has put over $1 billion back in our customers' hands over the last 7 years. That's the power of a cooperative. Visit us at fcma.com to learn more.
I own the land. I farm the land. Together we're farmers. This is our cooperative.
Welcome back. We can capture a number of fall flavors and sweet treats in the coming weeks. You know, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. So if you need some ideas, our food columnist, Catherine Mayhew, may just have the dish for you. Hey, Catherine.
Hi, I've got several dishes for you.
I love it. I love a fall food. I love apple pies, pumpkin pies, cobblers, you name it. I don't care what it is. I love it. I know everyone out there, or most people, they do too. So I can't wait to see what you have in store for us. So where do we start? I know we have pumpkins up here on the screen.
Well, we're going to start with the king or the queen of all fall desserts, pumpkin pie.
Okay.
And all this started in my head because there is a bakery called Dozen Bakery in Nashville. They're perfect in everything they do, but they're truly, truly perfect in their pumpkin pie. And I wanted a slice of pumpkin pie, and that's what led me off on this whole fall treat odyssey. So the pumpkin pie at Dozen, well, first of all, their pie crusts are just to die for. Flaky, buttery. I could just eat the pie crust with nothing in it. But for their pumpkin pie, they make a filling that's almost like pumpkin mousse. It's very fluffy. It's full of all those fall spices. It's just indescribably delicious. So that was my beginning point. And then I kind of went off the deep end. So the next place I went was Five Daughters Bakery. They have various locations throughout Nashville and Franklin. And they have a, I'm trying to remember. Okay, salted caramel apple 100-layer donut. Say that.
Dude, what?
The donut is rolled in. So first of all, their 100-layer donuts are kind of like a sweet croissant. They're just unspeakably delicious.
Oh.
And this one is rolled in cinnamon sugar. And then it's topped with a spiced apple glaze and a caramel cinnamon swirl. And then, of course, sea salt, which is just unbelievably delicious. It's almost hard to eat a whole one. It's very, very rich, but super yummy.
Oh, sounds delicious.
Then I went to Creve Hall Bagel Company, also in Nashville, and they have seasonally homemade Pop-Tarts. And everybody knows what the Pop-Tart is. You throw it in the toaster and it still tastes terrible. But these are really great because they're homemade. So the crust is, again, a really buttery, flaky crust. And then it's stuffed with just a real savory, delicate pumpkin filling. And it's the perfect little snack to, put in your purse and take on a trip, or just eat it in the car right after you buy it. Maybe I did that. I don't know.
That is where I like to eat my treats, in the car.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So then I went to a Little Gourmand. It's a French bakery. And they have an apple muffin. It's more almost like a coffee cake. And it's a vanilla cake, but then it's just embedded with seasoned sliced apples.
Oh my goodness.
I know, believe me. That might have been eaten in the car as well. And the last one is going to surprise you because most people don't think of a grocery store as where to go for something like this. Publix.
No, I'm not surprised actually with that one. No, I am not.
Well, Publix has a great bakery to begin with all year long. But in the fall, they call it a monster pumpkin cheesecake. And it is a big old slab of cheesecake that's got a really delicate pumpkin. You feel like you're eating cheesecake, but more.
Oh.
It's the filling's very delicately pumpkin. It's not smash you over the head over the top of your head. And then it's drizzled with chocolate sauce. And then it's topped with whipped cream.
Oh,
yeah.
I love how there's an and then.
I know. I know. It's like the dessert that never ends.
So with all of these, are they individual desserts or can you buy, or is it like a full pie, full cheesecake?
No, they're individual desserts. Okay. You can buy you can buy an entire pumpkin pie. And if you have a crowd coming for Thanksgiving, you should absolutely do that. But call them today. You have to reserve it. You can't just walk in and get it. That dozen is one of those places. They're only going to make so many, and when they're gone, they're gone.
Gotcha. And then for $5, I mean, I love their donuts. You could get like a dozen of those, could you not?
Well, yeah, you can get a dozen of them. And also, if you look on their website, they change their seasonal flavors every month or every couple of months. Mm-hmm. So there are tons of different flavors to choose from, as well as the apple one. But I was kind of leaning falls. So I leaned into the apple.
I'm so glad you shared these fall treats because, again, for those who may not have the time to bake something, they can go and purchase something, but you probably need to make that order now. I do have to say one thing about $5 Bakery. We were in there at the factory in Franklin just a couple weekends ago. The donuts are just so decadent and so rich and just they melt in your mouth.
You know, there's one that they have on their menu all the time, and it is my all-time favorite. It's called the King Kong. And
we
it
have
is,
that one. That's one.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, girlfriend. So for everybody out there, it's a maple glazed 100-layer donut, but the pièce de resistance, I can't even talk today, is bacon.
Yes.
Like big chunks of bacon on the top.
Can't go wrong with that. And then going to Publix, because your other locations are fabulous, but going to Publix, because again, most areas have either a Publix or people live close to one. Their bakeries, to me, I don't care which one I've been to, they've always good food. I go for their apple fritters typically.
Well, I mean, I could go into a whole laundry list of things I buy in the Publix bakery, but I'm very partial to their chocolate eclairs and also their cheesecake, which you can buy by the slice, is terrific.
Or you could do what I do and spend 8 hours trying to, making a cheesecake. Sometimes it's just easier to go and let somebody else do it.
I think almost always, maybe 100% of the time.
I do not disagree. Oh, Catherine, thank you for this. Again, we are close to the Thanksgiving holiday. Again, this being Tuesday, so it's not this week, but next week. So thank you for sharing this with all of us.
Yeah, go out and get you some pumpkin and apple treats.
Oh, we will do it. Oh, my goodness. Can't wait to see what you have for us the next time around, Catherine. Always great to see you.
Same here. See you soon.
All right. Stick with us here at Mornings on Main Street. We'll be right back.
He shoots and he scores!
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Nashville's Nutcracker returns to TPAC this December, presented by Nashville Ballet. This holiday season, audiences will journey with Clara and the Nutcracker Prince through Nashville's history and the land of sweets. Tickets at NashvilleBallet.com.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Welcome back. Second Harvest is important and vital for so many families in our Tennessee area. In fact, their mission, if you're not familiar, is to provide food to people who are facing hunger or food shortages, and they do so much more than that. To kind of expand on that and to share a recipe with us, which I think is going to be a fun one for us, we have Amy Causey with us. She's the Senior Manager of Innovation and Programs. First off, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It is so nice to have you here with Community Checkup.
Yeah, you guys do so much great work in the community, and we are trying to nourish as many bodies as we can, and we know Delta Dental helps us out, so thank you. This, and it's super easy. Okay, so first we are going to start off with some Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is a great source of protein and calcium for healthy bones. And also when your kiddo comes home after school, they're probably really hungry. And so this helps satiate them and is a great snack to start off with.
Okay.
So you can just dump it in the bowl. And we've got half a cup of Greek yogurt going in here. And all of these ingredients, I say measure with your heart. So there are no exact measurements. But for my people that like measurements, half a cup of Greek yogurt, about 2 tablespoons of peanut butter of your choice.
Oh, see, I would have just poured the Greek yogurt inside of this peanut butter.
That is very smart.
That's just me.
That is very smart. You know, when your peanut butter container gets empty, you can make like little lattes and smoothies and whatever inside of it. So it's great stuff.
There we go.
And then we're just gonna mix it up.
Okay.
The 2 spoons complicate
I'm sorry,
things.
I just got my spoon. It's all in your way.
Okay.
And then to top it off, we're gonna pretend like you guys have mixed it all the way up.
Thoroughly.
You are gonna add some cinnamon. And if you like it a little sweeter, you can add some maple syrup or some honey, but the end product looks like this little guy right here. And you can pair it with fruit, crackers, really whatever. And how long did that take to make?
Not long at all.
Exactly.
Can I share just something that I do, Amy? Actually, I do make this at home regularly as a quick protein snack. I put it in the freezer. And then it lasts, and it's almost like an ice cream when you put it in and let it in thaw a little bit. Just a little extra there.
Yeah. And I have to say, this is one of the best tooth-friendly snacks, is an apple.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Because the crispness of the apple, the sub-acid, it helps to, have you ever noticed when you eat a good crisp apple, it's almost like you've been to the dentist?
Yes.
It really does help scrub your teeth.
So cool.
Who knew? Missy.
Very.
And also, one more thing, this is very low sugar. And what do teeth not like? Sugar. There we go. And teeth, calcium, great stuff.
Welcome back. Here's a look back at a recent book launch that happened in Clarksville. Shout out to my friend and fellow Leadership Clarksville grad, Brendalyn Player. On Sunday, Brendalyn celebrated the launch of her book, The Unapologetic Introvert. This book is for introverts struggling in a world designed for extroverts. Brendalyn tells me that she was blown away by the support. Her mom and her sisters even made the trip from Alabama to make sure that they were here on her big day. Brendalyn gives a special thanks to Shanna Thornton of Thornton Publishing for editing and designing the book manuscript. You can work on unplugging your quiet power and thrive by snagging The Unapologetic Introvert on Amazon, Kindle, Barnes & Noble, and on Brendalyn's website, unapologeticintrovert.com. Way to go, my friend. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.